Okay. We have a question. Find the Taylor series of f of z, which is equal to z plus 1 divided by z minus 1 about z is equal to minus 1. We have to find a Taylor series of the function f of z is equal to z plus 1 divided by z minus 1 about its center as minus 1. Therefore, we have the Taylor series expansion in terms of z plus 1. Clear? We
Miss
get the
3%.
Taylor. Okay. We get the Taylor series in terms of z plus 1. Z is equal to minus 1 means we get the Taylor series. The expansions of a Taylor series are in terms of z plus 1. We will get the expansions in terms of z plus 1. The series contains the terms of z plus 1. Okay. Therefore, here we have given the function as z plus 1 divided by z minus 1. Here the denominator is z minus 1. But we want to find the series in terms of z plus 1. Therefore, we can change the z minus 1 in terms of z plus 1. Okay. We want to change the denominator z minus 1 as z plus 1 in terms of z plus 1. How will you change? Z minus 1. How will you change the z minus 1 term to z plus 1? We can add plus 1 and minus 1 in the denominator. Okay. There will be no change in the denominator by adding plus 1 and minus 1. Okay. Which is equal to z plus 1 divided by z minus 1, which is equal to z plus 1. The numerator is the same. Then denominator can be changed into by adding plus 1 and minus 1 to z minus 1. Okay, z minus 1 plus 1 and minus 1. Then z plus 1, z plus 1, take it together, z plus 1, then minus 1 and minus 1 get minus 2. Z plus 1 divided by z plus 1 minus 1. Okay. Z plus 1, this term take together and minus 1 and minus 1 will get minus 2. Therefore, z plus 1 divided by z minus plus 1 minus 1, which is equal to z plus 1 divided by z plus 1 minus 2. Here we have the term z plus 1 here. Clear? Then we have to find the Taylor series in terms of z plus 1. Therefore, we have in the denominator, when minus 2 get outside, what changes will occur inside the bracket? Numerator is the same, z plus 1, and minus 2 will get outside. Then inside of bracket will get z plus 1 divided by minus 2. Z plus 1 minus 2 outside z plus 1 divided by minus 2 and plus minus 2 divided by minus 2 plus 1. Okay. Which is equal to z plus 1 divided by minus 2 into 1 minus z plus 1 divided by 2. Order we can change 1 minus z plus 1 divided by 2. Which is equal to z plus 1 divided by minus 2 into, we can write this denominator in terms of numerator as 1 minus z plus 1 divided by 2 the whole raised to minus 1. Okay, 1 by 1 minus z plus 1 divided by 2, we can write as 1 minus z plus 1 divided by 2 whole raised to minus 1. Okay. Which is equal to z plus 1 divided by minus 2. And we have the formula for 1 minus z the whole raised to minus 1 or 1 by 1 minus z. What is the formula for 1 by 1 minus z or 1 minus z the whole raised to minus 1? Rahul. What is the series expansion for 1 by 1 minus z? 1 by 1 minus z. What is the formula for 1 by 1 minus z? Rahul. Give an expansion of 1 divided by 1 minus z. We already studied the important results for 1 by 1 minus z, 1 plus 1 by 1 minus z, e raised to z, sin z, cos z, etc. A basic results. Then what is the formula for, what is the series expansion for 1 divided by 1 minus z or 1 minus z the whole raised to minus 1? Okay, പറയാം.
1 plus z.
1 plus?
അല്ല.
1 plus z plus?
Z
square. Z square plus etc. There have a condition and series of convergence is? There we have a condition. 1 by 1 minus z is equal to 1 plus z square plus etc. if mod z less than 1. Here in the place of z we have z plus 1 divided by 2, right? In the z term, okay, in the place of z we have z plus 1 divided by 2. The term is z plus 1 divided by 2. Therefore we can replace, okay, we can replace the term z by z plus 1 divided by 2, right? Okay, therefore we get z plus 1 divided by minus 2 into 1 plus in terms of z we have z plus 1 divided by 2 plus z plus 1 divided by 2 the whole square plus etc. if the condition is modulus of z plus 1 divided by 2 which is less than 1. Okay, then which is equal to z plus 1 divided by minus 2 into 1 plus z plus 1 divided by 2. Then we can separate the squares by numerator and denominator. Z plus 1 the whole square divided by 2 square plus z plus 1 the whole cube divided by 2 cube plus etc. If modulus of z plus 1, we can change the denominator into, we can multiply the denominator into 1. Okay, we can cross multiply 2 and 1, we get modulus of z plus 1 less than 2. Right? Clear? Is it clear for you?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then we can multiply the z plus 1 term, z plus 1 divided by 2 terms in outside the bracket. We get minus will get out inside. Sorry, outside the bracket. Then 1 into z plus 1 divided by 2 get z plus 1 divided by 2 plus z plus 1 divided by 2 the whole square. Okay, that is z plus 1 divided z plus 1 whole square divided by 2 square plus z plus 1 whole square divided by 2 square into z plus 1 divided by 2 will get z plus 1 whole cube divided by 2 cube plus z plus 1 whole cube into z plus 1 will get z plus 1 all raised to 4 divided by 2 cube into 2 will get 2 raised to 4 plus etc. Therefore, we get the Taylor series and the series of convergence. The series of convergence is if the condition is we can change the modulus of z plus 1 less than 2 as minus 2 less than z plus 1 less than 2, or we will add minus 1 and minus 1 throughout minus 1 will get minus 2 minus 1 will get minus 3 and z plus 1 minus 1 will get z and 2 plus 1 will get 2 minus 1 will get 1. Okay, therefore the convergence series of convergence is in between minus 3 and z. Z is in between minus 3 and 1. Okay, and we will get the Taylor series as in terms of z plus 1 as minus of z plus 1 divided by 2 plus z plus 1 whole square divided by 2 square plus z plus 1 whole cube divided by 2 cube plus z plus 1 all raised to 4 by 2 raised to 4 plus etc. Clear? Clear? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, you can ask now.
Sir, last third step.
Here. Okay. We get the expansion as we rearrange the terms. We rearrange the denominator as 1 minus z plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, then z plus 1 divided by minus 2 get outside. Then 1 divided by 1 minus z plus 1 divided by 2 we can write as 1 minus z plus 1 divided by 2 the whole raised to minus 1. Okay. Then z plus 1 divided by 2 divided by minus 2 is outside. minus 2 is outside. Then we have the expansion of 1 by 1 minus z the whole raised to minus 1 as 1 plus z square plus etc. if mod z less than 1. We have the formula for 1 minus z the whole raised to minus 1. Okay, we have the formula for 1 minus z the whole raised to minus 1 as 1 plus z square plus etc. Here in the place of z, we have the term z plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, then we can replace the term z by z plus 1 divided by 2 in the expansion of 1 minus z the whole raised to minus 1. Okay. Therefore, we get z plus 1 divided by minus 2 into 1 plus z. In the place of z, we have z plus 1 divided by 2 plus z plus 1 divided by 2 the whole square plus z plus 1 divided by 2 the whole cube plus etc. If we have the formula for 1 minus z all raised to minus 1, we have the condition that modulus of z less than 1. Then in terms of z, we have z plus 1 divided by 2. Therefore, the condition will become modulus of z plus 1 divided by 2 less than 1. Clear? Clear? Is it clear for you? Please respond. Rahul.
Yes.
Okay. Then what we have to do? We have to do the square terms. Numerator square divided by denominator square. We'll get outside the term z plus 1 divided by minus 2 into 1 plus z plus 1 divided by 2. Z plus 1 divided by 2 all square is z plus 1 all square divided by 2 square plus z plus 1 all cube divided by 2 cube plus etc. Okay. Then z plus 1 divided by 2 will get multiplied by the inside terms. Okay, z plus 1 divided by 2 into 1, z plus 1 divided by 2 minus will get outside. Okay, z plus 1 divided by 2 plus z plus 1 divided by 2 into z plus 1 divided by 2, z plus 1 into z plus 1 the whole square, 2 into 2, 2 square. Okay, then we put the minus sign outside. Okay, plus z plus 1 divided by 2 into z plus 1 divided by 2, z plus 1 all square divided by 2 square, z plus 1 into z plus 1 all square equal to z plus 1 the whole cube, 2 into 2 square equal to 2 cube, plus z plus 1 into z plus 1 whole cube, z plus 1 the whole raised to 4 divided by 2 into 2 cube equal to 2 raised to 4 plus etc. And the condition is modulus of z plus 1 less than 2. We can change modulus of z less than 2 as minus 2. We can replace the modulus by minus 2 less than z plus 1 less than 2. Okay. Then we can change z plus 1 by z by adding minus 1 throughout. Okay, minus 1 throughout. Z plus 1 minus 1. Z will become z. Okay. Therefore, we have to add the minus 1 terms throughout this line. Therefore, minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. Z plus 1 minus 1 will get z and 2 minus 1 will get 1. Okay. Clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then move to another question. Expand f of z is equal to 1 by z minus 1 into z minus 2 in the region. First one, 0 less than modulus of z less than 1, and second, 1 less than modulus of z less than 2, and third one is modulus of z greater than 2. We have the function f of z as 1 divided by z minus 1 into z minus 2. Okay. Then we have to change this form into into, we have the denominator in a factor form, right? Z minus 1 into Z minus 2. Then we want to change the denominator in Z minus 1 and Z minus 2 terms. Okay, therefore we have by partial fraction method, 1 by Z minus 1 into Z minus 2 equal to A divided by Z minus 1 plus B by Z minus 2. Okay. Clear? 1 by Z minus 1 into Z minus 2, we can change by partial fraction method, which is equal to A divided by Z minus 1 plus B divided by Z minus 2. Therefore, we can find two Taylor series in terms of Z minus 1 and Z minus 2. And adding these two series will get the series of the given function f of z. Clear?
So looking at
Once more. Okay. We have the function f of z as 1 divided by z minus 1 into z minus 2. Okay. We have the Taylor formula in terms of denominator. We have the denominator in a multiplication form or factor form. Z minus 1 into Z minus 2. Therefore, we want to change the denominator as the sum of these two terms. Okay. Therefore, we use partial fraction method as 1 by Z minus 1 into Z minus 2. We can write it as A divided by Z minus 1 plus B divided by Z minus 2. Okay. We can separate the terms by partial fraction method and we can find the values of A and B by solving these equations. You already studied these kinds of partial fractions in your previous semesters, right? Partial fraction methods in integration, differentiation. You already studied about partial fraction methods, right?
Yes.
Yes. Therefore, we want to find the values of A and B. Okay, which implies 1 divided by Z minus 1 into Z minus 2 equal to, we can cross multiply these terms, will get A into Z minus 2 plus B into Z minus 1 divided by Z minus 1 into Z minus 2. Then, LHS denominator and RHS denominator is the same term, Z minus 1 into Z minus 2 will get cancelled. Therefore, remaining terms are 1 is equal to A into Z minus 2 plus B into Z minus 1. Okay. We want to find the values of A and B by solving this equation. To find the values of A and B, we can equating the coefficient of Z in both sides. Okay. Equating the coefficients of Z on both sides will get here the coefficients of Z. Z terms is no here. Therefore, the coefficient of Z is 0. Here the coefficient of Z, AZ plus BZ is a term AZ plus BZ. Therefore, coefficient of Z is A plus B. Okay. Therefore, we get the equation 0 is equal to A plus B. Therefore, we can write B as minus A. Right. Clear? Clear? You have any doubt?
No. A equal to
Okay.
minus B nadi kude.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You can write A equal to minus B. There is no problem for that. then the values are the same. You can write A equal to minus B or B equal to minus A. There is no problem for that. Okay. Then B equal to minus A. Then we have to equate the constant terms we'll get. Here the constant term is 1 and here the constant terms. A is a constant. Then minus 2A into minus 2 minus 2A. Here the constant B into minus 1 minus B. We will get the equation 1 is equal to minus 2A minus B. Therefore, rearrange these terms will get 1 plus B is equal to minus 2A. Therefore, here we have B equal to minus A. Replacing B by minus A will get 1 minus A equal to minus 2A, which implies 1 is equal to minus 2A plus A, which implies 1 is equal to minus A. The value of minus A equal to 1. Therefore, the value of A equal to minus 1. Right? Okay. We get the equation as 1 is equal to A into Z minus 2 plus B into Z minus 1. Okay. Then we have the task that we have to find the values of A and B. Therefore, by solving, you can solve in any method. The easy method is that equating the coefficient of Z and equating the constant terms, we will get the answer easily. You can solve this equation in any form. In matrix form, in any form, you can solve this equation. But the easy method is that equating the coefficient of Z. Equating the coefficient of Z, we have the left side is there is no Z terms. Therefore, the coefficient of Z is 0. In RHS, we have the coefficient term AZ here plus BZ here. Therefore, the coefficient of Z is A plus B. Okay. Therefore, we get the equation 0 equal to A plus B. Then we can write B equal to minus A. Okay. Also, we can equate the constant terms here. Also, we can equate the constant terms here. Here, in LHS, here the constant term is 1. And in RHS, the constant term is minus 2. A is a constant, minus 2 is a constant. When multiplying these two, we get minus 2A here. And B is a constant and minus 1 is a constant. By multiplying these two terms, we get minus B here. Okay, therefore, in RHS, the constant terms are minus 2A minus B. In LHS, the constant term is 1, and in RHS, the constant term is minus 2A minus B. Therefore, we can rearrange these terms, or here we can replace B in minus A. Here also, we can replace B as minus A. Okay, here put minus A here, we get minus 2A minus B equal to minus A. Therefore, minus 2A plus B, which is equal to minus A. 1 is equal to minus A. Here also we get 1 is equal to minus A. There is no need for this step. Here also you can substitute the value of B here. Clear?
Miss,
What? Eda? Z. Here.
Miss, that minus 2 minus B. Miss,
I couldn't get your question. Please repeat once more.
Miss, that minus 2A minus B.
Minus 2A minus B here. Okay. You avoid this step. You only focus this step. 1 equal to minus 2A minus B. We have the equation 1 is equal to minus 2A minus B. Clear? Therefore, we already know that B is equal to minus A. Therefore, substituting b equal to minus a here, what will be the change? What will be the change here? B equal to minus a.
Plus.
Put b equal to minus a. We can then this equation will become 1 is equal to minus 2a minus minus a. Okay. That is minus 2a plus a. Minus 2a plus a equal to minus a. Right. Minus a plus a equal to minus a. Minus 2a plus a equal to minus a. You can avoid these two steps here. You can avoid these two steps. You can put the value of b directly here. In this step, you can directly substitute the value of b equal to minus a here. B equal to minus a. Then 1 is equal to minus 2a minus minus a plus a. Right. You never mind these two terms. You directly put the value of b here. Minus a plus a. Therefore, 1 is equal to minus 2a plus a. Minus 2a plus a equal to minus a. Therefore, 1 is equal to minus a. Therefore, which implies a equal to, we can find the value of a. A equal to minus 1. Right?
Yes, miss.
Clear. A equal to minus a. We get the value of a. A equal to minus a. We know that the value of b equal to the negative of a. The value of b equal to negative of a. We got the value of a as minus a. Therefore, the value of b equal to minus 1. Okay. Minus of minus 1, which is equal to plus 1. Clear?
Miss, one minus 1 equal to minus 2a minus b.
Okay. You have a doubt in this step?
Yes, miss.
Here, okay. Equating the constant terms in this equation. What is the constant terms here? In LHS, the constant term is 1. Right?
Yes.
Constant term is 1. Equating the constant. On both sides, we have to equate the constant terms. Therefore, in RHS, the constant term is 1. Right?
Yes, miss.
Yes. In RHS, we have, when we expand these terms, what will get? AZ minus 2a plus BZ minus B, right?
Yes.
When we expand these terms, we will get AZ minus 2a plus BZ minus B, right?
Yes, miss.
Yes. Then what is the constant terms in RHS? What are the constant terms in RHS? Minus 2a plus, minus b, right?
Miss.
Yes. Therefore, equating the constant here in LHS and RHS, we get 1 is equal to minus 2a minus b. If you have any doubt, you can expand these terms. You can multiply a into z minus 1 and plus b into z minus 1. Okay.
Okay, miss.
If you have any doubt, you can expand these terms. Next up, we can expand these terms as az minus 2a plus bz minus b. Then you can equating the constant terms and equating the coefficients of z. If you have any confusions, you will expand these terms. Okay, you can expand these terms az minus 2a plus bz minus b. Okay. Clear? Okay. Okay. Therefore, we got the values of a as minus 1 and the value of b as 1. Right. Therefore, we can change the value of a. We have the function 1 by z minus 1 into z minus 2. We represented this term, this function as a divided by z minus 1 plus b divided by z minus 2. Therefore, we can replace the values of a and b here. A equal to minus 1 and b equal to plus 1. Therefore, we can write 1 divided by z minus 1 into z minus 2. This is our function f of z. Therefore, we can change the value. A equal to minus 1 divided by Z minus 1 plus B 1 divided by Z minus 2. Okay. Clear? Clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then moving to the core of this question is, we have to expand this function in the region 0 less than modulus of Z less than 1. This is our important portion of this question. Okay, in this region, we have to expand the function in this region 0 less than modulus of Z less than 1. Okay, 0 less than modulus of Z less than 1. We change the function as minus 1 divided by Z minus 1 plus 1 divided by Z minus 2. When we can order these terms as 1 divided by Z minus 2. Put the positive term first and the negative terms next. Okay, 1 divided by Z minus 2 minus 1 divided by Z minus 1. Clear? We can order these terms. First positive terms and negative terms will come next. Okay. Clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then here we focus the region 0 less than modulus of Z less than 1. Okay. Here the midpoint is 0.5, right? 0 in between 0 and the midpoint is 0.5, right? The midpoint of 0 and 1 is 0.5, right?
Right.
Yes. Then when we substitute the value 0.5 in Z, we get 0.5 minus 2 will get the negative term. Clear? 0.5. When we substitute 0.5 to Z, we will get 0.5 minus 2 equal to minus 1.5, which is a negative term, right?
Miss,
We have the range modulus of Z lies in between 0 and 1. Therefore, the midterm of 0 and 1 is, midpoint of 0 and 1 is 0.5. Therefore, we can substitute the value of Z and minus Z by 0.5. The term will, Z minus 2 will become 0.5 minus 2. 0.5 minus 2 is a negative term. 0.5 minus 2, the value is minus 1.5. Negative, minus term, negative term. Right?
Z in the value of my 0.5.
Yes, Z. We can substitute the value 0.5 in 0.5 to Z. Z here. Z minus 2. Z minus 2. We can substitute the value 0.5 to Z. 0.5 Z minus 2 will become 0.5 minus 2. We'll get a negative term. Negative value. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Then Z minus 1. Here also we can substitute the value Z by 0.5. 0.5 Z minus 1 will become 0.5 minus 1. This is also a negative value. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Therefore, we have to change. We have to change the term positive. We will put the minus 2 outside here. To change this value to positive, we will put outside the value minus 2. Minus 2 will get outside. What are the terms inside here? Z divided by minus 2 plus minus 2 divided by minus 2 equal to 1. Okay, we can change the terms by minus 2 get outside. When minus 2 get outside, the terms will become Okay, time is over. We can discuss in the next class. Okay.
Mr. Present.